Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and make some noise for my friend Gerard Harris.
My first ever day at school, I was 5 years old, and my mum dropped me off at the gate. We were both crying. It was like cutting a second umbilical cord. And I remember the teachers dragging me away, screaming and struggling for breath, crying just like being born all over again. And they took me, and they dragged me into a room, and they shoved me in this room with a bunch of other 4 or 5-year-olds, all kind of dealing with the same separation anxiety. And I walked in, I took one look around, and I fell deeply in love. Her name was Marilyn. She was blonde, she was bronzed, she smelled amazing. She was incredibly tall for her age, and she had the most perfect, the most gorgeous, the most delicious arse. I was 5, but I had very adult tastes. Unfortunately, I was still 5, and so I was petrified of her. And I remained so for years. And strange noises going on. It's not in my head, right? Those noises are out there. Yeah, okay. Because sometimes. And I was petrified of this woman, this girl. And I remained so for years. And I don't know where this shyness came from, Mum, but it sat on me like a suit of armour. And I don't know if any of you ever worn a suit of armour, of course I have, because I'm British. And I can tell you, it's extremely difficult to manoeuvre through life when you're carrying this huge, sort of protective characters with you. But, you know, you work with what you've got. You play the hand you were dealt. And I had a plan, I had a strategy. I was going to ignore her into loving me. And I pursued this course of action doggedly for many years, until I was about 9, and I finally plucked up the courage to do something. It was coming around to winter time, and I sent her a Christmas card. And here's what I wrote in that card. Dear Marilyn, Happy Christmas. I love you. And I signed it Edward Christopher. There was another boy in my class. My name, obviously. And he was the most popular, the most confident, the most good-looking, entitled little prick. And I hated him. And the feeling was absolutely mutual. He was my love rival. And that was the thing. I knew he liked her, I knew she liked him. I had to do something about it. And the thinking behind this is actually very clever and devilishly simple. You see, he was now going to have his secret love for her forcibly revealed by his great love rival, no less. And she would confront him, he would crumble, inevitably, and she would lose respect for him, of course, and transfer all those feelings of affection towards this guy who, over in the corner, looked like he didn't give a damn, was actually burning up inside with love for her. And incredibly, this plan completely backfired. Somehow or other, Marilyn had figured out it was me who had written that card, and I still to this present day don't know how, because she's completely fucked off the face of the earth. I have no idea where she is, which is just as well, because I've been talking about her for about 5 years now, I think. But I think it was probably something to do with my handwriting, which is so distinctive it also has a lisp. And so she confronted me and I crumbled. I had just had my secret love for her forcibly revealed, and by my real, true love rival, no less. So, let's take a moment. Here's our story so far. We have a young, naive underdog, stroke fucking idiot. We have a beautiful, friendly, forgiving love interest. We have a popular, confident, good-looking, evil bad guy, and a grave early setback. Where could this story possibly be going? Let's jump ahead now. I'm now 11 years old. It's a Saturday afternoon in June. In the UK, it's the hottest day of the year. And I'm up in my bedroom, curtains are drawn, with my 2 best friends. We're playing computer games. And ironically, the game we were playing was a sports simulation game called Summer Games on the Commodore 64. Nostalgia fans. But even more ironically, we were 11, we didn't get irony yet. When suddenly, bing bong, I run downstairs, I open the door. It's Marilyn at my door for the very first time. And she's there with Catherine, best friend, and Edward Christopher. Thank you. Please, play along if you will. And Marilyn says to me, would you like to ride with us? We're going down the park. And already I know I'm in trouble. Because you see, I've never actually ridden on the roads before. My mum wouldn't let me. The roads are a death trap. That's all that was the only lesson my mum told me as a kid. And the park in question is about 2 miles down the road. I've never ridden on the roads before, and besides anything else, I can't leave the house, because my mum's out, and I can't ask her if I can go, and besides, I'm upstairs with my two best friends. We're playing computer games. So I say, yeah, all right. What was I going to do? Leave him to go off with those two? No, that's my fantasy. So I run upstairs and I tell my best mates, listen, I'm going down the park with Marilyn, Catherine and Edward. Let yourselves out when you're done, my mum won't be home for hours. Wrong. And then back downstairs, jump on my brand new BMX and out of my road we go. I lived in a little cul-de-sac in a crappy little village, just west of London. And we get to the main road. And my village called Church Road. And it's a busy Saturday afternoon, cars going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we have to cross to the other side to go in the correct direction for the park. Edward goes first. He's the alpha male, of course. And he looks left, and he looks right, and he looks left again. That's the other side. Easy. Catherine goes next. And she looks left, and she looks right, and she looks left again. And simple. Marilyn goes next. And she looks left, and she looks right, and she looks left again, and she goes. And as she goes, she does that thing where she lifts herself up off of the saddle to propel herself forward. And I catch a vision. I think you're ahead of me, right? These perfect, gorgeous, undulating buttocks, moving up and down in the air like they're chewing some kind of toffee. And so, I do not look left. I do not look right, and I most certainly do not look left again. I just move directly towards that toffee. And then the next thing I know is Catherine on the other side of the road. He goes, "Ah, what am I doing? There's a car coming towards me this way, there's a car coming towards me this way." I see the horrified faces of Catherine and Edward watching me about to die. And I see the terrified faces of this young Pakistani family in a brown Ford Cortina about to hit me and kill me. And then, wham, bam, my bike goes under and begins to get crushed. I, boing, mercifully, fly above it all. And full disclosure, I was 11 years old. I didn't really have a lot of life to flash in front of my eyes. But I remember having two very clear and distinct thoughts which I shall never forget to my dying day. And the very first one, of course, is, on the way up, I'm not going to die. Amazing. Followed immediately on the way down by, oh, my mum is going to kill me. Bang! I land on the other side of the road, got there in the end at least, this grassy verge, and there's this weird moment of complete silence and serenity. I'm looking up at my friends and they're looking down at me. There's nothing. And then a screaming, convulsive freak out and fade to blackout. I wake up in the hospital and there's a surgeon there and he's showing me the triangular portion of my arch on my left foot, which the serrated pedal of the BMX had scooped out a big chunk of skin and flesh and this parting kiss of fuck you. And he says, now then, young man, I'm going to stitch you up, it's going to be just fine, don't worry. But first, I'm going to have to inject you a few times, and that is going to sting a bit. But you look like a brave young man, so I don't think we'll have too much trouble, will we? And I agreed, because I was indeed a brave young man to survive the car crash after all. And he proceeded to inject me, I think about 15 or 16 times. And I reacted like a brave young man, impersonating a scared little boy. I screamed my bollocks off 15 or 16 times, which is not hurt. I later found out my dad laughed his bollocks off 15 or 16 times outside the room. But fucking. I have to be honest with you, and unfortunately if there's a theme in all my shows, it's that I don't remember whether I just refused to wear crutches or the British National Health Service didn't have any that day. Both are perfectly possible. But either way, I spent the next couple of weeks just hopping everywhere around my village, my house, my school and all the rest. And I'm not one for morals. At the end of the story, arguably, I'm not one for morals, full stop. But this is not even the end of the story. The lesson I should have learned, it's quite obvious, I think, I don't always pay attention to the most important things in life, like cars when you're crossing the road. But the lesson I actually learned is that some girls really like a wounded hero. Because Marilyn gave me so much attention for the next couple of weeks, which ended finally in our very first kiss. Which ended 5 seconds later when my brain switched on and went, oh, this is amazing, you can't handle this, and you don't deserve it, do something about it, say something funny, do it, ruin it now. And I did. But it it's okay, because it's a lesson I got over very, very quickly. It's not like I've spent the rest of my life, I don't know, showing my wounds to complete strangers in the hope that they would love me. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Oh my gosh, how? What's that? Yeah. Oh, okay. If you want to know more, you'll have to come to Auckland, because I'm not doing that show here. Anyway, thank you very much. See you some other time. Thank you.